Hey, welcome back, everybody, to Big Gauchos, the stock and investing show that's completely out of pocket to help put money in your pocket. I'm Austin. I'm back again with the boys.
Y'all, it's team money. Let's get it.
David's here, and we got a lot of big news today.
Yes, sir. Dave, you want to kick it off since you're the resident medical professional?
Yeah,
Dr.
sure.
D.
So, apparently, the program director at the World Health Organization, whose name is Michael Ryan, um,
Two first
said,
name boy.
yeah, right, two first names, which is kind of bizarre. But anyways, he said that we should be prepared for the possibility of COVID-19 never fully going away, and that a vaccine may never actually be found. Um,
That's
so
a
what do
lot
you
of
Pretty
guys think
hope
about
grim.
for
that?
us.
That's pretty grim for sure. I feel like he might be jumping to conclusions just because of there's at least two or three companies that have clinical trials of a vaccine going on, and I don't I don't know if it's safe for him to make that kind of assumption yet.
Yeah, I mean that is true, but I guess it has to. I don't know. I mean, he's pretty up there in the medical community, so maybe he might know something we don't. Um, Maybe this virus just mutates randomly, or um, is a virus that we are having trouble vaccinating against, kind of like HIV, where we don't have a vaccine for it, and that's been around for what 30, probably around 30, 40 years at this point now.
Yeah.
But like we
So do
came
you
up with a way to like contain HIV, yeah. Like so the mortality rate is much lower than what it was back.
Yeah. So we have medications that we can deliver to help prevent um, the major effect of HIV, which is to destroy your white blood cells. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean hopefully worst case something like that for the virus.
Mhm. Yeah, you said it had to do with the mutation rate. Do you think COVID has a high mutation rate in the same way?
I mean, I don't really know, and I think it's just really early still because the virus has only really been around for since really the end of December. So I'm not sure there's really been enough major research on whether it has a really high mutation rate or whether um, vaccines will be possible.
That's definitely understandable, but I think we'll have to wait and see. I can kind of see how it would correlate to what the stock markets are doing right now because pretty much everybody's just banking on the future and what's going to happen. So maybe the fact that Michael Ryan's saying this, it's more of a cautious optimism thing rather than him just trying to make some bold claim for no reason. Like I'm sure, like you said, he has a lot of knowledge on it. So I think he just wants to prepare everybody that it won't happen as fast as we all think it will if it does.
Yeah, right. And I guess there's always a
Big facts.
possibility that we'll have the to take a yearly COVID vaccination. Should be kind of interesting.
Just like the flu shot.
Yeah, just like the flu shot.
Hey, fun fact, I've actually never had a flu shot in my life.
That's
Because you're
true.
immune.
Yeah, well, I'm immune to the flu now. I wish. Um, got that young egg allergy, so I'm hoping they're not going to be incubating the COVID vaccine in chicken eggs as well.
Oof.
I'd be
That would be
screwed.
true.
That would not be good. But like how long do you guys think any bets on how long before we find a vaccine if we do find one?
I'd say at least 18 months.
Yeah. David?
um, I don't know. I think if we find a vaccine, it might be found toward the end of the year. But I think the hard part is doing widespread distribution of the vaccine.
Oh yeah, the production would be an insane scale.
Yeah, but I think
Wants
it
to
is
make a profit.
possible. It is definitely possible because we did it with polio.
Yeah, yeah, and what's another one? Well, we got a flu shot now, so clearly works. I'm
I'd
taking
Yeah,
give
out
it a
my
month.
a
a
month.
month.
You think they're gonna
We're gonna hit on
discover
overdrive.
the vaccine in 1 month?
Yes.
All right, bet. All right, we'll
But,
we'll put we'll put those bets at the end with the Dow Jones numbers for
no,
tomorrow.
no, no, no.
We
That's the
got we
best for
got
bets, you know.
$250 a hand on those bets.
Oh my goodness, you're crazy.
Yeah, bro, I know. That's why I'm here. But speaking of those Dow Jones numbers and betting on them, we got the gains. Well, not gains. We got the losses. We're going crazy today. Down over 500 points in one day. That's nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
And you
mean,
know what? Our very own Tyler Big T Jafari, he called it. He got the number almost exactly right for today.
yeah, I know. I mean, it's craziness. Shout out MJ, you know, the GOAT. I got the number from him. You know, he whispered it in my ear saying, "This is my last week of my documentary. You know, do a little shout out." And I said, "I got you, my guy." And 12 hours later, I was the winner of our little bet, you know, 14 points
23,
off.
23. And just
23,
like that,
23.
Tyler's tied for the win now.
Yeah, but on a different note, this could be the start of a bubble pop, you know, 500 point down. You know, momentum is starting to swing. Anything could honestly happen right now. We have to wait and see, but definitely looking like a downtrend for at least the next week, maybe a couple of days, but we'll see how it goes.
It definitely is. And I think the three of us can agree that for once, the stock market going down is good news. So let's just start a round of
Yeah, I
applause.
know. Yeah.
I like it. I like it. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, Jay Powell even came out with a report saying that, hey, that he's uncertain about the economy moving forward and that his money machines are already at max production. So even he can't slow down what's to come, you know?
Yeah, dude, the money machine's on fire right now. He
Yeah,
got
he's
it
going
too hot.
swervo turbo.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude, it was at max capacity. I saw that news come out today. I'm like, dang, Tyler's gonna take the dub right now. Like it's gonna tank if Jerome Powell doesn't even believe in his own money printer, like we're in trouble.
Yeah, I mean, definitely was a great day to buy, and that's what I did. I bought like 5 different stocks today.
What
So
you buy?
I rebought a lot of stocks I already had. I bought Boeing, which I didn't have, which was a new one. I bought Dave and Buster's. I bought some Avis Budget Group. I bought some. What else did I buy? American Airlines and then United Airlines.
Oh, dope, dope.
Yeah, and
Those
then
are all
Hey.
yeah, and some pretty high risk stocks in my opinion. But I've been looking at the numbers, and we all know that we only invest in companies that get bailed out. So I
that's
think
right.
they'll be around for the long run. So I'll be able to make some money. And then tomorrow, if any of the viewers are listening right now before what's today? Before the
14th
14th,
is tomorrow. Yeah.
Norwegian Cruise Lines is saying their earnings tomorrow. So if you guys really want a good buying opportunity, tomorrow might be your day.
Yep, that's right. Make sure you get those orders executed before market close. But I think those are really good companies to buy. And I know those are a lot of the ones that we talked about on here. So it's good that we're practicing what we preach.
Yes, sir.
And I think you made some solid investments. Like we looked into all of those companies and they're super solid and vetted.
Yeah. Did you guys hear that Boeing is predicting one of the major airliners will go bankrupt?
Which one? I bet it's United because they have a scandal every 2 years.
No, they didn't name a specific one. They just said they're thinking that at least one will go bankrupt because of this.
Uh,
There's no
I
way
hope.
though. They'll get bailed out.
I hope
Well, just
it's.
because they go bankrupt doesn't mean they're gonna liquidate their assets.
Yeah, they could restructure.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
I hope it's American, dude. Their fucking flights are trash. Same with United. Hey, I don't care. I'm invested in American, so I'm a hypocrite. But United or American, like if this somehow makes it back to corporate headquarters, your flights are trash. I love JetBlue and Delta.
I
Yeah,
don't really
that.
care personally.
Well, I mean, I just bought some United, so I hope that doesn't happen.
I'm just kidding. They'll be fine. They'll get bailed out anyway. So or restructure.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're
yeah.
But
definitely gonna be there. I mean, the way I invest long term. I think eventually I'm gonna start looking into some day trades, maybe in the next couple of weeks, just to make some quick cash. But as of right now, just kind of like making my building my nest for my eggs, for the long haul.
that's right. Hey, just be careful if you're doing that on Robinhood. They don't allow day trading.
Oh, I know. I
Uh,
mean, I'm talking about like not like day trading, but like you get 3 day trades a week. So that's what I'm finna do. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to get
Robinhood
like three
risk
every week.
management. We follow all the rules every day.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing to see here. Just keep moving.
So you guys remember when I was talking about the Grubhub merger possible with Uber yesterday?
Yeah, is there anything new about that? I know they were kind of at odds about an offer.
Yeah. So they Uber countered the offer, and they're offering about $60 a share to acquire Grubhub, which would be approximately 6 billion total. Um, because Grubhub was looking more in the range of 75 a share, which is a lot higher than what they're valued at currently. Because I think at close they're
Yeah.
at like 58 or 59.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and especially with everything going on and the markets are super uncertain right now, I would just take the money and run.
hmm So if that does go through, what will happen is if you own um, stock in Grubhub, you'll be given um, an equivalent amount of Uber stock if it goes through.
Oh, so it's kind of like it's the best of both worlds. They just split it down the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's not bad. I don't own any Uber, and I know we were talking about it when the IPO came out, just that it was overvalued. But if you did own Uber for the last year or so, your investment might be paying off.
True. I
Grub
mean, we'll
Grub
see.
Grubhub's very valuable right now.
So what
Yeah, personally.
what would you guys buy? Would you buy the Uber stocks or would you buy Grubhub stocks?
Um, I don't think I would buy either. I think what I would do, because Grubhub is likely gonna merge with Uber Eats, otherwise they wouldn't still be negotiating. Uber kind of has the big money in their pocket. So what I would do, since they're gonna be owned by Uber, I would buy calls on Uber as a company, just saying that their stock's gonna go up, rather than actually buying any Uber stock. I'd probably buy it like long term, probably November or January, something like that. And then once they merge, the calls should go way up, because now it's a pretty valuable company put together.
Yeah, we'll see. I
Yeah.
mean, there's also pushback about a possible monopoly forming from some congressional Democrats, so they
Oh,
might
dude, I called
try to
it.
block it.
I called
You did
that. I
call it.
called
You
that
did.
yesterday. It makes sense. I mean, I don't personally. I wouldn't vote against blocking it. Not that I have any power in the situation anyway. But they're two slightly different companies when it comes down to it. And even though they only have Postmates up right now, there's still a lot of space to have a new company emerge in that sector. So I don't think they're overpowering really.
Yeah, I agree. And also, I mean, I don't know. I don't feel like a monopoly in food delivery service is really that threatening, you know?
No, exactly, because it's not physical products, and like Dave was saying yesterday, they're just independent contractors, so their overhead wouldn't be too high as a multinational company like that.
Yeah. So, like, say they do become a monopoly, and for whatever reason, Postmates just disappears and it's a monopoly now, and they start upcharging extreme fees for delivery. I mean, just get off your butt and just go to the fast food restaurant yourself, honestly.
Yeah, exactly. And the stock would be valuable short term, but yeah, people are just gonna have to get off their asses at some point. So I think if you're holding it right now, you should consider selling it while the while this news is still buzzing.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. What happens if news breaks that the Grubhub and Uber Eats negotiations fall apart? Literally next day, sell off everything.
Yeah, you're screwed.
So,
You gotta sell it. You gotta sell it tomorrow before they make a decision because it's going up and they haven't even made a decision yet. So regardless, you're in the green.
yeah, if you don't want to take the chance of risking it falling apart, or obviously if it goes through increasing, but you know,
Right.
it
I'm
could go
not.
either way.
Yeah, I'm not gonna take that risk. A
Yeah,
lot of people. Yeah, a
especially the
lot.
trends.
Yeah. That transfer thing worries me a little bit. And
Hmm.
the other thing worrying me is that Dow Jones dude and Jerome Powell not even believing in himself. I know we talked about that earlier, but looks like he's now saying that the future is pretty uncertain. So that was good news for us today.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think that's part of the reason why the market dropped so much today was just because of such an influential man trying to, give a little caution to the side.
Yeah, finally he throws some caution out there. He was all about, oh, stocks only go up basically. And now I'm glad he's finally got some sense in him.
Yeah, so the treasury notes also went down quite substantially when he came out with that news about the market being unstable. And I think they were saying that they were kind of assuming that a lot of Asian investors were buying into these bonds. Um, but what happened was the 10-year bond ended up trading around 0.64%. The 2-year was around 0.15, and the 30 was about 1.34.
Wow.
Um, yeah, so we don't see quite an inversion like we did a couple months, or yeah, more than a couple months ago, probably about a year ago.
Yeah.
Um, but it is still pretty low.
Yeah, that's insane, and I think their buying of junk bonds is definitely going to start influencing things more as time goes on. But this is definitely scary, especially in the short term. Those rates are insanely low.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you have spare money and you're just a billionaire Chinese person, then might as well. I mean, what else is there to invest in?
Something
Well,
secure.
you could invest in Bitcoin. That new halving event just went on.
Yeah.
I was reading about it, but I don't know too much about it personally with the crypto world.
That's fair. I'm not really too big into crypto either, but from what I understood, um, the person who created Bitcoin, I don't think he or she is fully known who they are.
Yeah, he's
I think
anonymous.
they go by an
Anonymous. Yeah.
alias, right?
Yeah.
Um, but the person who designed it in a way that there would only be a cap of 21 million Bitcoins in circulation after all of them have been mined. So what the halving event is for people who are mining, which I'm not quite fluent in what that means, but from what I know, it's working on the transactions between buying and selling Bitcoins.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a process that the computers do, and you have different servers, and basically basically what they do is they solve algorithms to complete new lines of code, and then new Bitcoins come into existence.
Yeah, it's a bunch of coding with from the computers that
Yeah,
creates
you
the Bitcoin.
yeah, you could make some serious money mining Bitcoin back in the day.
Okay, yeah. So what happens is now if you're mining, you're going to get half of what you normally got per hour or whatever it's measured in.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, so it's gonna slow down the production of new bitcoins, which sucks for people who rely on that as an income because now it's probably not profitable at all. I don't think it was profitable until I think it became unprofitable like in 2013 or something.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, because it started getting so much traction. Oh man, I
Yeah,
wish
and also like
I
the
wish I
way
got in on
Bitcoin
that.
is mined is basically, like Austin said, it's an algorithm that the computers basically create to create the Bitcoin. And now, since there's only 21 million in circulation, there's a cap. So it gets harder and harder for the computers to actually mine a Bitcoin because there's only so many out there. So when you have a lot of people competing to create Bitcoin, then that's when the algorithms get more complex and complex every Bitcoin you find or you create. That's what causes it to be unprofitable.
mm, I
So you
see.
guys think you're gonna buy some Bitcoin?
I do. I want to be honest. At the price it is right now, no. I'm gonna hopefully wait for it to drop a couple $1,000s before I acquire my own Bitcoin. To be honest with you, before the market crashed, Bitcoin was actually crashing. It was around $3,800, 4,000,
It
and
was,
I
yeah.
transferred. I was trying to buy it at that time. I transferred my money, but it said it'd take up to 2 weeks for it to actually hit my account. And by the time I got the money for that Bitcoin, it was already up at around 7,000. So I was kind of disappointed
Shit.
on that.
They're
Dang.
so highly volatile. I mean, I wish I bought it back in 2012 or 13 for like what was it, like $2 a coin, dude.
Oh
Oh
no,
my
I wish.
god. If I had a time machine and then sell it last year when it hit $20,000 a coin.
Yeah, I mean it's at 10,000 right now. So I'm assuming hopefully if it goes around $6,000, I might buy it for a short term. If it jumps back up, then sell, cash out, get the profit, and then if it goes down again, then maybe buy another one. But
That's so
honestly,
sick.
it's very high risk. But if you have expendable income and you're willing to do like a short term profit, most of the time it's a profit. If you buy at a really low price, you could have some potential in buying and making some money.
I agree. It's a gamble. And that leads us into our next ad because I know we all like to gamble. And some of the folks up north have taught us a thing or two about gambling. Clyde's Bingo Hall in Bozeman, Montana, specifically. Now, listen, I know what you're thinking. I don't get to go out enough to play bingo with my boys, right? I think we've all thought
Yeah.
that before.
Yep.
But I haven't seen a seemingly unexplored region of the United States either. That's two problems in one. Why not kill two birds with one stone and come on down to Clyde's? New game buy-ins for bingo are only $10 for a limited time when you mention Big Gauchos at the cashier. So,
Pikachu.
yeah, Big Gauchos. Make your next road trip the adventure of a lifetime in Montana, and don't forget to make it on over to Clyde's. Tell them we sent you. Don't forget to mention Big Gauchos at the cashier.
Yep. Clyde's.
Thank
Give
you,
us a shout
Clyde's.
out.
Yeah, thanks for that sponsor. We'll be in soon.
Yeah. Trip to Montana seems pretty nice.
Yeah, I could go on a trip to Montana if I'm buying some of the biggest winners or biggest losers of the day to make me some money to get there.
Ooh.
Dubs.
Get that intro. Oh man, we got some interesting ones today. We got Genius Brands International, which is a brand management firm, 79.85% gains in one day.
Wow.
I don't
Dang.
know. I don't know who they're managing or why they shot up so much today, but that's something to look at. They're not too expensive either.
Hmm.
Yeah, and then we got the Top Glove Corporation, which is a rubber glove manufacturer in Malaysia, 20.79% through the roof.
Dang.
I
Well, they're
know.
gloves. Everyone looking for gloves.
That's right. I that one's self-explanatory as to why they're going up, I'm sure.
I don't know. Why don't you explain it to me? I don't understand.
Yeah,
Why
me
don't I
neither.
explain it? Oh, hey, we're in a fucking global pandemic and we need gloves or else we can't leave the house to do anything. The end.
Oh wow, love it.
Yeah. All right, that was a little sassy. But I don't know if I'm gonna buy into any of those, but it seems like a lot of short term hype.
True.
probably.
Yeah, so I'll probably stay away from that, but it was cool to see the gains today.
Yeah,
And
if you
on
bought
the
yesterday, you made major money.
right, yeah, I don't know how you would have known to buy that yesterday, but if you're some if you're some lucky dude who bought that, you know, the first one's free, so just don't screw it up. And then we got on the other side of the coin, we got, I think I'm saying this right, Coty Incorporated, beauty and cosmetic company down 15.47%. Not sure why that is. I think a lot of people will be doing more makeup when they're bored in quarantine.
Yeah, I've read into that, and they sold off some of their holdings to a rival. I'm not sure who the rival was, but they sold off, I think, about $4 billion worth of um, brand to another person.
Oh, that
Damn.
was today.
Yep, that was today.
Wow. Like a just one investor or a company?
I'm pretty sure it was a company. Yeah.
Dang. Okay. That makes sense. And then we got Husky Energy down 11.5%. It's a Canadian oil company. They own a bunch of oil rights and oil sands. That's interesting that even though these two industries are pretty volatile, we're not seeing as big of losses. Even though the Dow was down today, and yeah, it seems like the gains had a bigger change.
Yeah,
But
honestly, for oil, I think it's already hit its like worst peak in a sense. Already hit rock bottom. So
yeah,
I guess it's gonna kind of like bounce up and down, be pretty volatile in like the 10 to 15% range on those major days. But as of right now, I think oil is kind of like no man's land if we continue to stay in quarantine or if people continue to stay in their house, even if the quarantine is lifted, then it'll still probably run a pretty intense oil.
yeah, I think it definitely will. The more time people have to get involved and try to figure out how to invest, and also to ruminate on selling their investments, you know, they're starting to run out of money and liquidate equity anywhere they can.
Hmm. I also heard that there may be a possible for the futures of oil to go negative again sometime this year, which is really
Left,
concerning for us.
I'm
that
gonna sell
is.
ASAP.
We'll have to figure out a strategy to actually store some barrels in Tyler's backyard.
I'm so down. I really am.
We'll just
I am.
drain your pool and refill it with oil.
Let's do it
EPA, if you're listening, it's all hypothetical. Wink, wink, I promise.
until it's
That'd be
not.
cool. Take a swimming pool and some oil.
That would kill you,
Oh,
David.
oh God. Oh God.
I don't know. I feel like you'd be chilling because it's a lot less dense than water. So you could
Pool
probably.
full of money when we sell that oil.
Yeah, we just drain it into the Gulf of Mexico like BP.
Oh boy, no, 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 no.
Maybe we just
Hey,
buy like
well,
an abandoned swimming park and then just fill oil in the swimming pool. Those
might
things
as well.
probably hold like hundreds of thousands of gallons.
I was gonna say you might as well. They're not gonna be open right now anyway because of the pandemic.
Exactly.
Find a new use for them, and
Oh,
new use for housing too. New builds are on the rise. That brings us to our first sleeper stock of the day. We got Lennar. They're a new home builder, and they're taking over right now because just from my own experience in real estate, a lot of people are hesitant to buy other homes right now that are already built just because of the values and depreciation and all that, and we're not really sure what kind of recession we're going into. But the when a recession happens, the values of the brand new build homes, they always hold pretty strong, and that's what Lennar specializes in. So I think if you want a way to keep investing in real estate in the future, pick up some Lennar.
Interesting.
yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a plausible theory. I might pick
Yeah.
some up
Because
myself.
then if you build your own home, you don't have to worry about there being a ghost in there.
Exactly. Unless you built it on like a burial ground or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're
yeah, I
screwed.
guess so. Kind of like ASU.
Or something creepy. No, it's not true. Actually, I think, yeah, no, it is true. Actually,
Yeah,
yeah, that's been proven. I can't even argue that.
still better than U of A.
Yes, sir. By a
No
mile.
questions asked.
Okay.
Kitty,
Didn't pay me
kitty,
to be in
meow, meow.
Tucson.
Degree mill.
3 mil.
But the second sleeper stock of the day is ExxonMobil.
Yeah, Kevin bought
Yeah.
into that a couple weeks ago. When it was around $40.
Did he really?
Yeah, he did. He bought a couple of shares. I'm pretty sure he still has it. What's it at right now?
Um,
That's a good
let's get
question.
that quick look up real fast.
Yeah, it's at around $42. Staying pretty solid.
Yeah, I think they're a pretty good company. I wouldn't.
Oh, they've been
I w-
around forever too. They're super stable.
Especially when
Yeah,
oil goes back up, you already know major gains on the way for ExxonMobil.
That's right.
yeah. So I mean, you could probably hold off for a couple months until the hurt really gets through.
Till it really hits.
Yeah.
And then finally, we got U.S. Bank Corp. I'm sure a lot of you know U.S. Bank that are listening. The reason that went down pretty big today, Warren Buffett sold 16.3 million of Berkshire Hathaway's stocks this week. Not exactly sure why. I think he's just losing his faith in banks, similar to airlines. But that that leaves a pretty big opportunity for the rest of us. I mean, everyone's money in the bank is FDIC insured, so I'd consider it a pretty stable investment. I mean, yes, there is a worst case scenario where they could fail, like in 2008, but most of those banks got bailed out, with the exception of Lehman Brothers and Wachovia and old companies like that.
Hmm. I mean, do you guys think that Warren Buffett is foreshadowing an even bigger drop, or is he just losing it?
No, I believe him. He's been through so many economic dips. The 80s, the dot-com bubble in 2001, the recession in 2008, oil embargo, all that stuff. He's old enough to have lived through it. I kind of trust his leadership on that.
I feel you. So you hear that, all the viewers out there, keep an eye out on some major buy opportunities coming in the next couple of weeks or months.
That's right. And keep that cash on the sidelines until you see a good investment here in the next couple months.
Like today, your boy got some major buys in. Just saying.
Yep. You could have been like Tyler. Now you can pick stocks like a gaucho. Visit
Some big gauchos.
biggauchos.com.
The big gaucho stock of the
Yes,
day.
yes, sir. Oh man, I'm gonna have to buy into some of those tomorrow if the Dow Jones goes down. We'll see what we think of that after we hear from another sponsor. Guess who we got? Take a
Anchor.
guess.
Anchor.
Hey, Anchor.
Yeah, it's definitely Anchor. Hit it right now.
Let's go.
Ah, I can't say enough good things about Anchor, dude. They've sponsored almost every podcast we've ever made.
Just love them. They're so amazing. We wouldn't be who we are without Anchor.
Yeah, guys, it's way too easy to do it. So go make an account and sign up. Do a Big Gauchos podcast with us.
Yeah, leave a video comment if you guys have any questions or any comments.
Yes, sir. That's right. So, all right, Tyler, I want to hear from you since you're the oracle of wisdom on the numbers here. What do you think we're doing tomorrow?
All right, boys. So we've lost 1,200 points in the past 3 days. Trend is looking down. Everyone's scared. But will we break to 20? Will we break 2,300 and go to 2,200? And that answer is 100% yes. I am calling it. I am calling it right now. We're gonna go not a major dip, but a dip. We're gonna break 22,900. That's what I'm calling. I feel that we are gonna, if it's indeed a bubble pop, then we're definitely gonna go towards the 2,200s. Honestly, we should probably have a green day, just like a slight bounce back, but I was ballsy last time, so I'm gonna take another big risk again and say we're gonna break 2,200, no 22,000.
That's fair.
I like it.
I'm thinking, I'm sort of thinking in the same vein, but I'm thinking it's not going to crash as big until we have another like bad news thing from JPOW, which that very well could be tomorrow, but I'm going to say 23 even.
Well, actually,
23 even.
figure it out. So
I
tomorrow, employment report, and it's gonna be bad news. So most likely gonna be
so it's going to
yes,
go, it's going to go 24,000.
probably back to 24. I'm not gonna lie. And what'd you say, Austin? What was your guess?
Well, I was kind of thinking it's gonna go down, and then you reminded me it's Thursday tomorrow. So I was originally thinking 23 even, but okay, let's see. I'm doing the math. We're gonna get bad news about unemployment, so it's up. We're gonna get bad news about a virus not coming out, so it's gonna go up. And
But we are on a
JPal's
downtrend.
I know, and then JPal's gonna fire up the money printer again, so it's gonna go up. So
Give me a number.
I'm gonna say 23 4.
23 for hundo. Alrighty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
Davey?
Just a little bit.
So you said 22.9.
Yes.
Okay.
That's a crazy prediction. I hope you're right again. I
I hope
really
so
do.
too.
I'll go with 23.1. I think that's
23 1
fair.
hundo. Right in the middle. I like that. Also, my bad yesterday, Austin, when I texted the guesses, I put 25,650.
Yeah, Kanal thought I was smoking crack or
He
something.
was like, Austin, are you okay? I would not stop laughing at 1 a.m. I was like, holy.
That's so funny. He's finally lost his marbles. Well, we're gonna see tomorrow, and hey, if there's a huge crash, we might do a little bonus episode. But I want to thank everyone for listening. We hope you enjoyed the show. Make sure to leave us a video message on anchor.fm/gauchos or biggauchos.com if you want to send us an investing tip, and we might play it on the show. Tyler, you know what to do.
All right, guys, you know what time it is. Disclaimer time. I just want to put that out there that we are not licensed brokers and that everything said in this video is our opinion. And we just want to spread our information and our knowledge to you guys, the viewers. But at the same time, we are not liable for any losses. But if you do get any gains, shout us out, give us some credit because we want you guys to make money. And we do it. We invest our money so you guys can make some money as well. So, also a quick thing. Make sure to like and subscribe if you're watching through YouTube. We'd really appreciate it. We do this for you guys, and we do this because we love it. So, send us some support.
Yeah, that's right. And we're going to be doing some bonus videos in the coming days. So make sure to turn on those notifications, hit the like button, and subscribe.
True. And if you're on Instagram, if you want to flex a little bit, just put a picture of your portfolio and put the hashtag Big Gauchos, and we'll check it out. Maybe look at it in the episode for you guys.
Yeah, we might even share it to the story. But yeah, go give us a follow if you're liking what we're doing. It's free, it really helps us out. On that note, wishing everyone good night from Arizona, and we hope you made money today.
Yeah, invest safely, big gauchos.
Yes, sir. We out.